Good morning, y'all. Hope you've had a good morning so far. We are coming at you with day 4. I have to think about it for a bit. Day 4 of our Peace and Play. We've been going live every day this week, showing you fun ways to take an art journal and just get creative in it, because we know we've seen firsthand how getting creative, painting, lettering, just doing something in that creative realm truly lifts your stress, your anxiety. It focuses your brain on something a little bit different than all of your other to-do list and this and that. And hopefully, if you've joined us for these lives so far, I hope that you have seen the positive benefits of just getting creative. I hope you have seen that, hey, it doesn't take a long time. It does not take a long time to just have a little bit of creativity into your life. So today is going to be no different. I'm going to show you another fun, quick, and easy way to get creative in the morning. So as you can see, we are using a little bit different supplies today. Hey, Nancy says, good hot morning. Good morning, Teresa and Kathy and Marina. Glad y'all are here. Thank you for dropping a comment in the comment section. Hey, Ella, it makes me feel good to see comments. I'm like, okay, gang's all here. Gang is all here. So this morning, if you've been joining us, we've been using Crayola markers and turning them into watercolor. Yesterday, we did a lot with pen. Hey, Debbie, just pen and drawing. Today, we're going to use acrylic paint and just have fun. Okay, this is not a tight picture. It's not a realistic picture. It is not something you necessarily are going to want to hang on the walls unless you have a fun, funky space like this. My mama's beach house could totally hang this on the wall. She has a mix of some rooms that are real like calm and soothing and almost shabby chic, and then she has some rooms that are like full of color and have Lily Pulitzer things and funky things. And so you may have a spot somewhere for something like this, but even if you don't, that is the beauty of just creating in a journal like this, because you do it and then you close it. It doesn't have to match the couch. It doesn't have to match your, anything. Nobody even has to see it. You are just enjoying the process of doing it. Hey, Deborah and Lynn and Jolene. Donna says that your finger is swollen like crazy from a giant splinter. So can't paint, but couldn't miss. Hey, you can just watch this and honestly, you could paint like holding it like this. You don't even have to hold it because today is so loose and free. You might could do more than you think. All right, so let's get rolling. I'm going to open it up. If you've not joined us before, we are in a watercolor notebook. It could also be a mixed media notebook. We've done this week. If you've not caught all of our things, go back and kind of look. We've done some stuff for the kids. Look at our videos. We are both on YouTube and on this Facebook page. There's lots of fun tutorials to get you going. Yesterday we did this and I painted around it. So lots of stuff to get you going. And this yesterday too for the kids, but it's a fun one for the adults as well. All right, so I'm opening up to my blank page. Now I'm going to show you this. I want you to, if you've got your acrylic paints close by, I want you to choose either warm colors or cool colors. So if you don't want to go with the same colors that I'm using this morning, you could do like blues, greens. So like if I did cool colors, I might do some Bahama blue, maybe my light green, maybe my aqua, maybe even some primary blue. So some cool colors, purple, if you want to do cool colors. I'm doing warm colors, so I went ahead and squirted out, I've used them before. So yellow, pink, and red. Okay, so those are my warm colors. If I want to create an orange, I can mix those. And then the white, whether you're using cool or warm, you will need some white. So go ahead, be getting that on your plate. Just a little dab will do you. I always squirt out too much. I squirted this out earlier, and it's way more than I need. So a little dab will do you. Go ahead and get your paint squirted out. And then I'm going to swap places here. I'm going to put this right under here so you can see. So yesterday, if y'all were on here yesterday, my camera, which is right here, it's usually up here. So it has an overhead view. And in the middle of it, boom, boom, it fell and scared me. But then it kind of worked well because it's a little close-up view. So there you go. Beautiful oops. All right. So I've got my cup and I've got a big brush. I need to kind of clean it from earlier. So I'm going to clean it out No need for you to clean it if you hadn't used it yet. And dry it. And we are going to simply have fun and be very loose. Again, we are trying to get into a rhythm of enjoying the process of creating, not being so harsh on ourselves and mad at ourselves that, oh, this doesn't look like a flower or this doesn't look like a blank. We're doing abstract, fun color, just rolling with it. Okay. So with a kind of a brush about this size, it's like a 1-inch flat, I'm going to start with my yellow. Let me see here. So with my yellow, and you don't have to do the color in the exact same spots that I'm doing it in. You can just, just watch the way that I do it, and then you can kind of do it your own way. Patty says, love your shirt. Thank you. It's actually a whole little dress. I love this, like a little loose dress, and it's so fun. Delma says, hey, from Odessa, I'm able to watch while I work every day this week. Yay. I've quickly tried to participate, but today I'll have to do it at home. Yeah, today, if you're at work and you don't have acrylic paint, this one you'll have to do at home, but you can watch the process and practice the lettering with us. Okay. So you can still do some stuff. All right. So with my yellow, I'm just going to start with a few shapes. Okay. And I'm on this watercolor pad, but even a mixed media pad would work. Just starting with some shapes and just having fun. I also have a hair dryer nearby. Y'all know I always keep a hair dryer nearby because I don't like waiting on things to dry. Okay, so I took my yellow and I made sure to kind of disperse it throughout. Okay, so I've got a good balance of that yellow. Without even cleaning my brush, I'm going to go to pink, because the reason I'm not going to clean it is because if it kind of mixes to a little bit of an orange, it's going to be okay. So maybe from here, I'm just making decisions as I go. There's no real right or wrong. Let me just add some pink around my yellow first. And again, it has a little bit of that orange tone. So add that pink around the yellow. Now maybe I'll do some other little swatches of pink on its own. Also, inside some of this yellow, I'm going to have fun with a little bit of something, something. And a lot of this did not turn out as orange as I wanted it. So I'm going to just try to mix me some orange over here just so I have another color. So I'm just kind of grabbing some yellow, grabbing some pink. I'm just seeing if I can get a little bit of an orange. It's a little more orange. I still need more yellow. Robin says, love your curls. Is it natural? It is very natural. Yes. And it's most of the time I do love them too. Thank you. I need to accept the compliment, and I appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like it's a frizz ball, but today is a good day. But it's because you caught me early in the morning. Sometimes by the end of the day, it's a frizz ball. But I will tell you, if you've got curly hair, one of the things that I have done recently is combine products. So I didn't always do that. I used to do just mousse or just gel. Combining mousse and gel for my hair, it sounds like a lot. But it helps it to hold a whole lot more. Now I do use a diffuser, so it's not hard. If I just let it air dry, it feels hard, and that's what they call like a gel cast on your curls. But then once you hit that diffuser and kind of scrunch them a little bit, the gel cast comes off. So there's a little tidbit for any curly girls out there. Use a couple of different products in your hair and see if it works a little bit better, because it's definitely worked better for me. All right, so still got that orange on here. I'm gonna just do little bits and pieces of orange in a few places. Carrie says, I love summer since school is out and I can watch your live videos. Yay! I'm glad. If you've got any kiddos that are also out, y'all be sure to join us at the 11 o'clock hour, 11 Central. We're doing fun stuff for kiddos. All right, now with my red, I've got all this space to kind of fill. So I'll kind of fill it a bit with my red. Also, I don't know if y'all noticed or not, but at the top of this post, we told you a little fun secret. So you may know that this month, we have been celebrating our 15th anniversary, 15 years of being in business. And we have done some fun stuff at the studio. And we're kind of in the mid, we've done some fun giveaways. We did a big fun open house, but we also, in this online world, we wanted to do something else, a little fun in celebration of our 15th. And we are reopening the lettering club, y'all. Okay, this is not something that's opened all the time. This is a quick little flash opening for just to celebrate our birthday, just for something fun in the summer. We've had, people that are joining in our lives and want to be in the lettering club, but it's not officially been open. So it is open now, not for very long, but it is open. And we are throwing in some bonuses. So when you join our lettering club, you get the Paint and Praise membership too. Okay, that's a separate membership that we have. And when you're doing the lettering club, you get the whole shebang. Usually you get it from when you join forward. But what we're throwing in this week, I'm just going to keep painting as I'm talking. I'm going to do some yellow overlap, just like I'm getting my yellow. I'm just doing some lines. There's so much red right here that I just want something a little bit brighter. But what we are doing this week for our fun little birthday flash opening is we are including 4 of our past Paint and Praises. So one is 3 of them are our most recent ones that are all drawing, watercolor, and lettering. So if you are loving doing that, you'll love that. And then one is a fun little painting, Paint and Praise too. But when you are a part of our lettering club, you get lessons, you get our happy mail that we send to you every month in a box. Lots of good, fun stuff. And we just kind of continue this peace and play in your everyday inside that lettering club. So flash opening. If you are interested, if you are already a lettering club member and you know people who have been waiting to get in, let them know. We are doing a flash opening for our birthday month. All right. Hey. Do I want to add any more? Do I? I think this is enough for now. It seems like it, I don't know. I'm looking at the screen. I feel like there's too much dark red. Maybe I will try this. I might get a little bit of pink and white. I didn't do this on my original one, but it's just looking dark over here. Maybe just try to lighten it up a little bit. Okay. Now, next up, I'm just going to do a shape in the middle. So let's look at this final piece. Do you see how there is just an oval? It doesn't have to be an oval. It could be a square. It could be whatever, a perfect circle. But I'm going to blow dry this. And then with my white, I'm going to do that oval on top. Okay. So now I'm going to clean and dry that brush. Wanda says, sweet. I love being in our lettering club. The friendships I've made mean so much to me. I love it too. And so many of those friendships, I know for you specifically, come from real life in-person events and meeting and spending time and fellowshipping with people. And so really we have got that on our brain a lot for the coming year or so, like next year, not like in 2023. So I'm excited about, which is only 6 months away, 2023. But I'm excited about just the thought of more events. I love doing small events at beautiful venues. So I've got some ideas on that. And I'm playing with the idea of a larger event just so we can service more of you so that we can just, I feel bad sometimes when we have we had, only a few people can come to our smaller events and more people want to. So just playing with it in my head. But I do love real in life, in-person dress. Terry says, in-person events. Terry said, where did you find your cute dress? I got this at the local store Oswald's. I'm trying to think of the brand of it. I feel like it's an brand. You know, there's lots of places that carry the I feel like it is. After I got it, I went back and got like 3 because it's so like I don't know if you can see. It's just easy. It's easy to put on. Like the sleeves are a little bit cute. Just throw it on. Don't have to, find anything else. It's just fun. Carrie says, how was your mission trip? So, we went on one in March and then we're going back next Saturday and I'll be there for 2 weeks. So I have not gone again this summer, but we will be going in a couple of weeks. We are taking a lot of art supplies. We're going to be taking our iPads. So many of you Lettering Club members helped us to fund. We got 4 iPads plus the pencils, plus the covers. So thank y'all for that. I will be teaching them some things on the iPad and how to use their art. I'm going to blow dry this and give it one more coat of white. But yes, we are headed back to Honduras. Same place. We just love those people and or those kids, the Tias, the Tios, and so that's where we choose to just to spend our time whenever we are going. There was a time when we were first connected with Rice Bowls that I wanted to go because Rice Bowls has like 53 different homes that they serve. There was a time that I wanted to go to all of the homes that they served. And so we started, going to several and went to a ton in India, and a ton, or not a ton, a couple in Honduras. But then when we started really just thinking about our time and our investment, relationships just mean a lot. And so instead of just hopping around and seeing all the different homes, we decided years ago that on our trips, we were going to really invest in the relationships with the kids and Tias in Honduras so that they know that, hey, like we're almost like extended aunts and uncles, and you might not see us all the time, but we want to be a constant in your life because there's been a lot of not constant things, a lot of uncertainty, a lot of broken promises in their life already. And so by us being able to go back to the same home and the same kids year after year and watch them grow, just be that constant in their life, to us, that's what is a little bit more meaningful than just checking something off our list and going and seeing tons. So that's why every time we go, it's always to the same place in Honduras, just for those relationships. All right, I'm going to blow dry this. So I think it is good. So next up comes our lettering. Now I chose to write, give a kind word, because I was thinking, what is one action step that we can all do today that betters somebody else's day? What is something we can do? And giving a kind word is what we can all do. Everybody, even if you aren't getting out of your house today, you can text somebody a kind word, send them a message, an email, or something. If you are out and about at the grocery store, you can give that, cashier a kind word. Every single one of us can give somebody else a kind word. So that is why I chose to give a kind word. Let me let's see. I'm going to just kind of draw a certain oval, because remember, it's good sometimes to kind of practice things first. So let's just kind of think about how we're going to lay that out. I'm going back and looking at my sample. So kind and word for first. Okay, I know I want kind of right there in the middle, and then word. So here comes kind. Okay. I, and then the first part of that N. Second part of the N. First part of the D, and bam. Okay, so I've got kind on there. Next up for word. So there's lots of different ways. I might change the way I did the W. On this W over here, I did it very like loopy. I don't know. Do I want to do that again? It feels hard to do that in this space. Okay. So right now, Juliana's saying, which pen are you using? I'm using a Sharpie to demonstrate. But when I go back to my acrylic, I'm going to use a paint pen. If you have a pit pen, a big pit pen, that would work too. But I'm going to be using our black Posca pen when I go back to the paint. I say, I'm going to do my W a little different. W. I'm coming up high for that R. Now, I came up high to fill the space. I want my letters to like fit into each other like a puzzle. I don't want the R to come across straight and there to be all this open, empty space. Okay, that's why I brought that R up and exaggerated it. It's okay that it's bigger than the O and the W. The style that we're doing is real, up and down. So just, all right. So there's kind word. And then give a, let's see, I'm going to do G. First part of my I. Notice I dropped it down lower than my G. Why'd I do that? Because there's space down here. Okay. There's give. You may only have room for a lowercase a, or if you wanted to do an uppercase, you could do that too. So give a kind word. It's really like the lettering is all over the place. We're just trying to fill that area with some letters. After we get it on there, then we are going to thicken the downstroke. So kind of practice like you like it on a separate sheet of paper. And when you are ready, you can grab a pencil. Thank you, Miss Joy. I appreciate your kind word. And then we're going to, with our pencil, just start lettering, okay? So the same thing I just kind of practiced. See, here I can do that kind of swirly W. It feels different depending on how low you come down with the K and whatnot. Notice these two D's are also different. This D just has the loop like this, whereas this one came over. So just two different ways to do the same letter. No like super right or wrong. Okay, so I've kind of got that placed in there. And I like it. It's not on straight lines. It's just kind of all in there. That's the style that I like. And then I'm going to grab my black Posca pen. I'm going to trace over it first. Okay, so I'm not thickening the downstrokes just yet. Feels like it's kind of running out a little bit. So I'm going to pump it, but not on my paper. I'm never going to pump my pen over here because sometimes it tends to like puddle out and you don't want that on your page. See, even that you can tell I don't know if you can tell, but it's a lot more wet because things have gotten flowy. All right. So then once you've kind of got that on there, then we can come back. And we are going to thicken our downstroke. I'm going to not be, I'm not going to lay my hand into the here. I'm going to leave it right over here. If you are a newbie around here and you are interested in saying, hey, you have piqued my curiosity with this flash opening of the Lettering Club. If you've got questions, there are a lot of Lettering Club members on this live right now. That you could connect with and they could answer for you. So if you are a Lettering Club member, I would love for you just to just to drop a comment that just says club member or something like that, so that if anybody else wants to reach out to you, of course you can reach out to me too, but sometimes people want to talk to other people. So if you are a lettering club member, I'd love for you just to drop a comment in the chat that just says club member, so others can see who you are if they've got questions or want to connect to you. I think we just have a fun group of ladies that are very encouraging. And so they would be happy to answer whatever questions you've got. And we are too, obviously. All right. So here's this downstroke. This will not be open for too long though. Okay. We don't keep it open a whole lot. When you first get into the club, you will have a library full of stuff. I'm going to start doing like little dash, like a line and dot, dot, dot around the circle. But what I would suggest doing first inside your library is what it says boot camp. Okay. I would suggest doing that first. Because that is the fundamentals of everything that we do. And then all of our projects build on that. So where you'll have several projects that you can hop into inside of your library. But that the boot camp is what I would say. Spend some time there and go through that first if you can. Yay, we have Debbie and Valerie and Brenda and got lots of y'all. Thelma, I'm so glad so many of y'all are popping on here. Kate says, what's the cost for the lettering club? It's $45 a month. That includes the boot camp. That includes the 2 or 3 times a week 2 or 3 times a month that we teach live, plus the Paint and Praise membership, plus your Happy Mail and shipping. So it's a really great deal for everything that you get. The Happy Mail is really fun. If you just like getting something on your doorstep that is that has some happy in it, it has stickers sometimes, it's got scripture cards every single month, traceables that you can trace over, and then plus it has supplies to do whatever project we are doing that month. All right, so I've done this. Now there's a few places that I feel like still have like empty space. So I'm just going to do a few pluses, little crosses, just to kind of fill the space, just a little something fun. And then I'm going to swap pins. Yes, Kathy says, love me some Happy Mail. We love sending it. We love sending it because we know it makes you happy. Amy says, love, love, love Happy Mail. Nancy, y'all, look, all of y'all are giving kind words. Because when you say you're a club member and love it, it gives me, it fills my tank that you love Happy Mail, because you like, we do a lot of thinking and looking and going back and forth, and what color schemes do we want the scripture cards to be, and all the fun stuff that you get in that Happy Mail. We really do spend a good amount of time just thinking about it. So it makes me happy that it makes y'all happy. All right. So now I'm swapping to black and white smaller Posca pens. Okay. So y'all, you saw that this was kind of a bigger nib, and like on the end right here, it says 5M. Here, these say right here 3M. Do you see that? The 3M is going to be a little bit smaller, obviously. So I'm going to start with our white, and I'm just going to start adding details to what's already. Cross my fingers we didn't lose sound, because sometimes when a call comes in, we lose sound. Oh, okay. If anybody can just tell me that they can hear me, it would make me very happy. Because y'all know, like, this is my phone. Sometimes I forget to put it on do not disturb, and then you can't hear me. So if you can hear me, somebody tell me. Thelma says, Happy Mail brings excitement in my house. Everybody wants to know what's in it. I can't wait to see what we are going to do with it. Awesome. Oh yeah, look, y'all just saying that you can hear me has made my day, because I cannot stand technical difficulties. Thank you. Okay, y'all can hear me. And I hope my sister-in-law doesn't call back. She has a tendency to call a lot and to text a lot, like over and over. So hopefully she didn't call back for a second. All right. So we did some circles. We did some curves. Let's see. We'll do some other little curves. I'm just kind of looking to see where I've got shape already, and then adding stuff. So I had a circle. So I did a circle and then curve, curve, curve. Here are some kind of curvy lines. So I'll add some more curvy lines. I need to pump this too because it feels a little not as white as it could be. Over here, I'm just going to maybe do some curves around this big oval. Let's see, maybe up here, some curves. There's nothing really curvy up there, but I just decided to add it. Let's see. What else could I do? Right here, I know it's hard to see. I can do some little flowery things, lines. I mean, there's so many, you can just have fun adding detail. Okay. So with this white Posca pen, have fun adding detail. And then with your smaller black pen, you can do the same thing. So I'm going to try to get this to where you can see. Here, I'll just do the top part first. I'm just kind of accenting what I've done with the white. So do you see why it's important that this is a little bit of a smaller pen? Because if it was that thicker pen, it may be like causing a big distraction of how dark and thick it is. But with it being a little bit thinner, it's just like extra detail in the background. Okay, and let's see. I think that's pretty much it, y'all. Well, this looks a little empty. Maybe I'll do a little something there. And that's it. So I know you can't see the whole entire thing. I will hold it up right here. But it's just a fun way to, so this was the original. They're not going to ever look the exact same. So that's the first one and the second one. They're similar, but they're not exact. But again, I'm looking at the time. It's 10:30, 30 minutes of peace and play. And we got to like mix color, play with color, do very just abstract-y designs, layer things, letter things. And then when you're done, you just say, okay, like if you don't like it, you just close it and do another one later. If you do like it, you just close it and you are starting to collect this whole book, this whole sketchbook full of peace and play. So there you go. There you go. Let me see if there are any questions. I don't know who. Kathy says sisters, not twins, but I can't see who you are talking to about that. All right. I don't see any questions right here. So oh wait, yeah, I did. I just saw a question about scripture cards. Where'd it go? Yay, Leah. Leah says worth every penny. It's been in it 2 years and still enjoy it as much today as I did 2 years ago. And girl, I have seen incredible growth in you and your skills too. Holy moly. I love watching things. Let's see. I just saw something about the scripture cards and now I cannot re-find it. But if you have a question about this, feel free to send me a message because let's see. Kevin Garcia says, what if we don't have a pen? What could we improvise with? If you don't have a pen for this, I mean, a marker, this is a paint pen. If you have nothing, I would wait until you had it. I would just pencil it out and then just wait till you had something because I could say paint, but even paint, it's hard to control when it's this small of lettering. So I would just pencil it out and then wait till you had some sort of marker or paint pen that did work with that. So I'm trying to scroll down and find whatever question I just saw about the scripture cards, but I don't see it. So anyway, thank you for all you club members that are popping on here and telling everybody that you're a club member so that they can, hey, if they've got questions, they can ask you. Thank you for your kind words of just saying that you love it because that means a lot to me. Sometimes you never know on the other side of the camera what people are doing or not doing. Here, I found the question. Kathy says, can the scripture cards be mailed as a postcard? I think it's the same size. I mean, you have to add, stuff on the back. I think this is the same size as a postcard though, isn't it? I think it is. So you would just have to, write your stuff on the back, and I'm pretty sure it could be mailed as a postcard. I'm not 1,000% sure because I haven't taken it to post office and ask them. But hey, we have some postal workers in this group. So if y'all are on here, let us know. So that is it for right now. I'm gonna be coming back at the 11 o'clock hour doing a fun little puppy dog with the kiddos. So if you've got any kids that want to draw a puppy, y'all can join us right here, either on our Facebook page or our YouTube page. If you're interested in the lettering club, like I said, it's not going to be open for too long. It's just a quick little pop-up opening to celebrate our 15th birthday. So, and we've thrown in some fun bonuses in there. So club members, tell your friends. The link is up there in the description. So that is it for now. I will see y'all tomorrow or in a few minutes, whichever you prefer. All right, y'all. See ya.